Ever pondered how human societies developed a system to ensure order and justice? How did law come to be? Let's go on a journey, back to the cradle of civilization, to the Fertile Crescent of Mesopotamia. Here, as societies grew and became more complex, so did the need for a system to maintain order. Enter Hammurabi, the sixth king of the first Babylonian dynasty, around the 18th century BC. He's best known for developing the Code of Hammurabi, the earliest known comprehensive set of laws. These were not just laws, but a social contract of sorts, governing everything from trade to property rights, even down to personal conduct and punishment. From there, let's travel to the Grand Pyramids and the mighty Nile of ancient Egypt. Here, the pharaoh was the supreme lawgiver, with edicts carved in stone, literally. The laws were based on a common-sense view of right and wrong, aiming at doing ma'at, an ancient Egyptian concept embodying truth, justice, and cosmic order. Next stop, Greece, the birthplace of democracy. Here, law became a public matter for the first time. Citizens had a say in the rules that governed them, marking a significant shift from the divine and royal decree to the will of the people. Finally, we find ourselves in the grandeur of Rome, where the 12 tables were created. These were the first laws ever written down and publicly displayed, so that every Roman could read and know them. They served as the foundation for much of Western law and are still influential today. Each of these ancient civilizations contributed to the concept of law as we know it, bringing us from the divine decrees of pharaohs to the public laws of Rome. They marked critical steps in the evolution of law, from an arbitrary system based on the whims of kings and gods to a codified system based on reason and debate. Thus, the law started to take shape, moving from verbal traditions to documented rules. As societies grew, so did the complexity of their legal systems. But how did medieval times shape our understanding of law? Let's dive into the rich tapestry of legal development during the Middle Ages, a period that was anything but dark when it came to the law. The shift from tribal to feudal systems marked a significant evolution in the way societies were governed. In the tribal systems, laws were often unwritten, based on customs and traditions. But as societies expanded and became more complex, a more formalized system of governance was needed. Enter the feudal system, where the king or queen had ultimate authority, and the land was divided among lords who pledged loyalty to the monarch. These lords, in turn, had vassals who swore fealty to them. This hierarchy provided a structured order, and laws were created to maintain this balance. In England, around the 12th century, a system known as common law emerged. This was a significant shift from the previous system, where laws could vary wildly from one region to another. Common law established a standardized set of laws that were enforced throughout the kingdom, forming the basis for the legal system we know today. It introduced the concept of precedent, where the judgment of a case could influence the outcome of similar cases in the future. This ensured a certain level of consistency and predictability in the legal process. Now, no discussion of medieval law would be complete without mentioning the Magna Carta. This historic document, signed in 1215, placed limitations on the king's power and established the principle that everyone, including the king, was subject to the law. The Magna Carta is often cited as the foundation of constitutional law, influencing the development of legal systems around the world. It emphasized the importance of due process and the right to a fair trial, principles that remain at the heart of our legal systems today. The Middle Ages were not so dark for the law after all, laying the groundwork for today's legal principles. So, as we can see, the medieval era played a pivotal role in shaping the intricate legal landscape we navigate in our modern world. The evolution of law didn't stop in the Middle Ages. What milestones marked the progress of law in modern times? As we ventured into the modern era, the law took on a more global scope, birthing what we now refer to as international law. This system of rules, agreements, and treaties is set up primarily to guide relations between nations. It's like a rule book for how countries should interact with each other, fostering peace and cooperation on a global scale. But international law wouldn't have had a solid foundation if it weren't for one significant milestone: the concept of human rights. Weaving its way into the fabric of our societies in the late 18th century, human rights became a beacon of hope, a promise to every individual that their basic dignity and freedom are inviolable. The echoes of this promise can be heard in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, a landmark document adopted by the United Nations in 1948. It outlines 30 articles of fundamental rights and freedoms that belong to every person, regardless of race, religion, or nationality. It's a blueprint for freedom, justice, and peace in the world. This declaration, along with the establishment of the United Nations in 1945, marked a significant turning point in the history of law. The United Nations, with its commitment to maintaining international peace and security, promoting social progress, and bettering living standards, became a global authority. It's a testament to the power of law in shaping a more equitable world. Modern law, therefore, is not just about punishing wrongdoers or settling disputes. It's about upholding the intrinsic worth of every human being, promoting justice, and fostering global cooperation. It's about creating a world where every individual has a voice and can live with dignity and freedom. These developments made the law a tool for protecting human dignity worldwide. These milestones have not only refined our understanding of law, but have also shaped it into a vehicle for worldwide change, making it a cornerstone of modern civilization. So as we look back at the evolution of law, we see a reflection of our collective journey towards a more just and equitable world. Now you may wonder, how does all this history apply to business? Well, let's dive right into it. Laws are the invisible threads that weave the fabric of society together, and businesses are not exempt from this intricate tapestry. They dictate how businesses operate, ensuring they are held accountable for their actions and promoting a level playing field for all players involved. Take consumer protection laws, for instance. They safeguard the rights of consumers, ensuring they get what they pay for. This not only builds trust between consumers and businesses, but also maintains the integrity of the market. And then there are competition laws. These regulations prevent businesses from gaining an unfair advantage over their competitors, encouraging innovation and ensuring consumers have a variety of choices. But let's not forget about contracts, trademarks, and patents. Contracts establish the terms of an agreement between two parties, providing a safety net in case things go south. Trademarks, on the other hand, protect a company's brand identity, while patents guard their inventions from being stolen or copied. And of course, law is not a static entity. It evolves with time, adapting to the changing needs of society. Take digital laws, for example. As we increasingly move our lives online, new laws are being introduced to protect our digital privacy and data security. Then there's environmental laws. As businesses become more aware of their impact on the environment, these laws ensure they operate in a sustainable manner. They not only protect our planet, but also create opportunities for businesses to innovate and find greener solutions. In the grand scheme of things, these laws and regulations do more than just keep businesses in check. They create an ecosystem where businesses can thrive, innovate, and contribute positively to society. In essence, law and business are two sides of the same coin, each shaping and responding to the other. We've journeyed through 5,000 years of legal history, but what might the future hold for law? As we gaze into the crystal ball of future jurisprudence, we see the profound impact of technology on law. The digital age has redefined how we live, work, and interact. Consequently, it has compelled the law to adapt, to evolve, and to consider new landscapes of rights and responsibilities. The rise of artificial intelligence, for instance, is not just transforming industries. It's also challenging our legal frameworks. Consider self-driving cars. Who is to be held accountable in case of an accident? The owner, the manufacturer, or the AI itself? These types of questions are pushing the boundaries of traditional liability laws and asking us to rethink our definitions of culpability. Then there's blockchain, a technology that promises to revolutionize how we conduct transactions, enforce contracts, and establish trust. But with its decentralized nature and global reach, how do we regulate it? How do we prevent misuse while preserving its transformative potential? These are the puzzles that future legal minds must solve. And let's not forget cyberspace, a realm where borders are blurred and jurisdiction is a complex web. How do we protect digital rights and ensure online justice, especially when the internet is a global commons yet laws are traditionally territorial? These challenges underscore the need for adaptability in law. The legal legal profession must embrace continual learning, staying abreast of technological advancements and understanding their implications. The lawyers of the future will not only be versed in statutes and case law, but also in code and algorithms. They will be techno-legal hybrids, navigating the intersection of law and innovation. And so, as we venture forth, the evolution of law continues. It's a journey that reflects our societal transformations, our technological progress, and our quest for justice and fairness. The future of law is not merely about responding to change, but about shaping it, guiding it, and ensuring it serves the common good. As we venture into the future, the evolution of law continues, ever shaping and reshaping our societies.